welcome back. I am so excited to share with you all of these goodies I have out here. It may look like a recipe for something in the kitchen, but it's actually a recipe, a cocktail for clear skin, if you will. So this is all of the stuff that I have found to really work on clearing my skin. And if you guys have been following the Wellness Wonderland for a while, you'll know that dealing with acne and clearing my skin and healing my skin was something that I've been dealing with for a while, and now I feel like I finally got it. So I want to share it with you, and I've been getting a lot of questions lately since the last time I shared my skincare routine, if I've been changing things, if I've been doing things differently. And I have. I've been doing a couple different things and trying a lot of things, and honestly, what I've really been doing, how I figured all of this out, was that I did a lot of learning and researching, but I asked a lot of questions. I asked questions to a lot of people of what have you found that worked really great for your skin? And not to say that their exact routine would work for me, and that's what I wanted. I wanted one person to tell me exactly what to do, but it's just like diet or anything else that you really have to experiment and try things that work for you. And so really kind of take what I'm giving you here as like a little buffet, and maybe one thing works really well and one thing you don't like so much. So instead of just taking all of these things and implementing them, maybe try one thing at a time. And if it vibes with you, cool. And if not, you probably have to ask some more questions and do some research and just kind of trust that the perfect skincare routine and regimen and something you really like, that's the most important thing. You have to like it to do it. Will find you and you'll figure it out, and it'll be great. So that being said, let me show you what works for me. So I'm gonna walk you through everything from evening to morning to supplements that I do. So first thing, in the evening, I love wearing mascara and eye makeup. I think it's really fun. So if I have mascara on or if I have some eye makeup on, I'll use a cotton swab and some coconut oil. This stuff is amazing. As you know, it's great to cook with. It's the best oil to heat, and it's great to oil pull with. So it's the best for taking off eye makeup. Just swab a little bit on this and it gets it all off. And that's awesome. And then the next thing I do is I'll wash my hands actually first before I get my face wet. And I'll just use Dr. Bronner's. I love the Dr. Bronner's soap. It's amazing. And make sure your hands are clean before you ever touch your face. That's something that's really helpful. And then I'll splash water on my face like I started to say. And then I bought this little mitt thing. It's called the Magic Mitt. And I'll have all of the links and everything to all of this stuff below. But you just get this wet, put your hand in it, get it wet, and it just wipes off any dirt or makeup or anything you have on your face. It just removes it. And then I just go ahead and clean it right away with the Dr. Bronner. So I'll put a bunch of Dr. Bronners on here and I'll just clean it really well under the warm water. And then I'll just hang it up. It has a little hook here and I'll just hang it on a hook to dry and it'll be ready for the next night. So that's that. And then my favorite thing lately is hemp oil, which is amazing for your skin because it has a 0% comedogenic rating. So that means it cannot clog your pores pretty much. And the great thing about this stuff is that it's green in color. So it will kind of combat that or negate the redness of blemishes or scarring or anything that you're dealing with on your skin. So all I do is you have to store this in the fridge. That's the only downside to hemp oil. So if you're traveling, it's not ideal. But you just take a little bit on my hands. My skin is already wet at this point, and I'll just rub it on, leave it on for a second, just like you would moisturizer, and then I'll just splash that off, wash it off, and that's great. And then two other things that I use kind of as things to put on after my skin is dry. Neem oil is amazing. So if you feel like you have a blemish coming on, or I'm not really susceptible to cold sores. I've never had one, but I heard this is great for cold sores too, but pimples it definitely works for. If I feel one coming on, you know, that like itchy, uncomfortable sensation that everybody doesn't like, that always comes up at the time where you have something like super important going on. Dab a little bit of this stuff on. It has like kind of a funky garlicky smell to it, but you just dab a little bit on and I swear to you, it's gone by the morning. It's so cool. And then another thing for when it's not necessarily a blemish or a pimple, but it's just that redness that's left over from old things or scarring or anything, actually just cutting a lemon and putting a little bit of fresh lemon on your skin, just the juice of the inside of the lemon, and leaving that on overnight or even underneath your makeup during the day or whenever is really, really great. So lemon, gotta love that. So that's pretty much what I do in the evening. I wash with the hemp oil, I leave some neem oil on my skin, just a little dab it on, spot treat that wherever I want, and that's what I do. And then in the morning, I actually don't even wash my face. I know, don't be weirded out. All I do is I use these little cotton swabs once again, and I use some witch hazel, which is amazing. This one is just the regular flavor with a little bit of aloe vera, and it's just all natural witch hazel. It's like an astringent. So I'll just put that on a cotton swab that all over my face, and then I'm good to go. Sometimes I'll put a little lemon on or some neem oil, and that's it. That's all I do in the morning, which is really nice because you don't have to splash water on my face. My sleeves don't have to get all wet, and it's really quick. That's what I love about that little morning routine. And the next thing in the morning is makeup. And I know what you're thinking, like, isn't homegirl all natural? She wears makeup? Like, yeah, I do sometimes. And the cool thing about makeup, a lot of people say like, oh, if you're healing your skin, you shouldn't be wearing makeup. Well, I think it's actually better to wear makeup than not wear makeup, especially if you have something that you're not really comfortable with right away. You know, maybe you're healing your skin, maybe you're dealing with acne, and you're kind of in the mode where it's more stressful to not wear the makeup, which will cause more acne. So I think wearing makeup is totally cool, especially if you get a mineral makeup that is high in zinc. The zinc can actually be good for your skin, and it will give you the confidence to be less stressed out, which in turn will make less pimples and less acne. So I really like the Tarte makeup, the Amazonian clay, and you guys can get this anywhere. You can buy it online, and it's amazing, and it really is very light, feels really good on your skin, and you just dab this on with the neem or the lemon underneath, and it's really awesome. And that's really the only thing that I do over my skin, which is really great. So that's pretty much the topical skincare routine. That's all I do. And I really, really am the biggest proponent. I just learned this. Like, I was doing moisturizer and this and that and exfoliating and this and all these things. And if it works for you, great. Like, keep doing that. That's awesome. But for me, I've noticed, keeping it as simple as possible and doing the least amount of things as I possibly could on my skin is really the most important. So just try that and see. A couple other things I want to talk to you about are about supplementation. So knowing our skin is our largest organ, and what we put in our body is really a manifestation of how our skin will look. So there's a couple supplements that have really helped with my skin. And one thing that's really important for skin health, which I just learned recently, is vitamin C. So the more vitamin C you can get, the better your skin will look. So one thing that's really a superfood that's really high in vitamin C is camu camu. And it's really cool. My friend Carly has a really cool camu salad dressing that I'll post the link to before, but it has this kind of tangy, like citrusy flavor, so it's great to put in smoothies. I've been trying to get it in every day. And also MSM powder, which does not have a good taste at all. It actually tastes like really, really bad, so don't put too much in. But it's great to just toss in your morning lemon water. Just don't put too much, trust me. And in like a smoothie, it's really great too. So MSM powder. I'll put all these links below because I'm going kind of fast. And then also Manduka honey. It's great to use raw honey actually externally on the skin as like a mask. Sometimes I'll put this on, leave it on for a few minutes, and then wash it off. Kind of not an everyday thing, but just something to think about at some point. It's antibacterial, antifungal, which is really good. And then last but not least, Ester Block. This is the supplement that I swear to you like works wonders. This stuff is seriously amazing. It's really helped with the hormonal acne. So your hormones are really tied to everything in your body, but especially acne, and in women in their 20s, it'll be the acne that's kind of around here, around the jawline. That's usually a sure sign that it's hormonal acne. And Ester Block here is the ticket. It really was like that last thing to really clear up my skin. So give it a try. I'll put the links below to all of this stuff. Again, use it as a buffet and don't go ahead and go out and buy all of it and try it. Just kind of try one thing at a time and see what your body, what your skin, what your routine and your lifestyle really likes. You know, if you travel all the time, hemp oil may not be for you. Maybe jojoba oil, which is also really great and very similar to the constitution of the skin. That's a great thing to use for travel. So try these things. Let me know what you like. Do you have something that you really like that works great? I want to know, and I want to try it too. So let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys really soon.